Psalm 64 verse 1. Hear my voice, O Yahawah, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And that's these devils, man. They are the workers of iniquity, wickedness, man. Of course, our people can be, these wicked, wicked as well, holding hands with this damn devil. But Esau is the one that is in power, and they are the ones that are coming with this NWO, their wicked plan, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They shoot at the perfect, the ones who follow Yahawah by Yahawashi, our people. They want us, the ones that follow the Lord, that fear the Lord, man. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So you see here, I already read this also, a few scriptures of this in my previous video. And, everything that they do is with a double agenda. And they want to trap you in this system. Psalm 36, verse 3. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He had left off to be wise and to do good. He devised mischief upon his bed. He's thinking about, what can I do to trap these people, He set it himself in a way that is not good. He abhorred not evil. So they don't go away. They don't go out of the way of evil. Abhor. They don't do that. They are wicked, and they are the ones that bring these wicked plans and realize them. Like this digital ID. They want people to be like in China, checking all your scores, social credit scores. You were listening or checking this information on the internet that goes against the status quo, or that goes against the government. You're deducted with 50 points, or I don't know how many. Just an example. If you're at 0, hey, you being cut off. You can't get groceries, or you can't get dessert, or you will be locked up and stuff like that, man. So 2 Corinthians 2:11. That Satan should get an advantage of us. We are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of this man's wicked plans, on the left hand side. We know that they're planning this nonsense, man. But he can't. There's only a certain amount of steps that he can take. Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So the Most High has set up a certain date for this devil to fall. And that's it, man. He can plan whatever he thinks he is going to do. But the Most High, he has a plan, and that's his kingdom that needs to be established. And Esau's kingdom needs to be, taken out of the way. They need to step aside, and they're going to be stepped upon, because they're going to pay for everything that they have done because of their bloodshed and all wickedness against the Heavenly Father and his people. And the Heavenly Father saw everything, and he still sees these devils, and they need to pay. Job 5:12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty. So their NWO, all them wicked things that they were doing. Even a while ago with the space shuttle, the chariot came, and they had a rocket to go out in space or whatever they wanted to do. The chariot came and blasted that rocket, and the rocket, boom, was done. They couldn't launch. The chariot came with shot it, man. So, and it is on film, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise, and their enterprise is that NWO. You take it the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. And, their plans will fall upon their own head. It will backfire, man. It will not be successful, It will lead to their own, because the Most High is checking them like, oh, it's enough now. So they're building in their rap sheet there, and they're going to be destroyed, man. But if you go to Revelation 13 and 15, so like in 16, to go to the point, of course, the other goes also in, if you don't comply with the system, you're done, man. You know, to the image of the beast. You know, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. You know, in your hand, it goes in chapter 14, left or right, it doesn't matter. You know, if you take this, you're making a blood covenant with these devils, because the word mark goes into charagma, which goes into, you know, thing, carved sculpture, graven work, a mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand is the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. And there are many Antichrists, as the book of First John explains, man. If you're against the Lord, you're against His truth. You're Antichrist, man. You're just anti-anointed. That's what it is. You're anti-truth. So that makes you against this truth, and you're going to be destroyed for that. You know, it goes into a scratch or edging, because the device goes into this charaks, a pill or stake. You know, that's the device with they will penetrate your skin and place the chip inside of you under your skin. You know, so in that palisade, you had these here, like a siege, military mount for circumvallation in the siege. You know, these stakes were placed next to each other. You see a trench, and they had these points, but this is hollowed so that something can go in it, the chip, and then it can be injected, and it goes to grafo, and you see to write with reverence to the form of letters. All your information, your driver's license, your job history, all these things will be placed upon that chip, you know. And now it's an app, you know, that known traveler identification thing, the known traveler. They want to know what's going on, you know, to delineate or form letters on a tablet, parchment paper, or other material, to write with reference to the contents of the writing, to express in written characters. So you see that, to commit to writing things not to be forgotten, everything, and it goes into write down, record. So, or your record, you know, you record things to have them right there to access it. Use of those things which stand written in sacred books of the Old Testament, but this is something else. This goes into to write to one, i.e. by writing in a written epistle, to give information, directions, to fill with writing, to draw up in writing, compose. And, you know, it goes into graph especially. So it's all connected, you know. It made me think about the pen. Calligraphy. Yeah, that goes into a certain thing. But a primary verb, to grave, especially to write, figuratively to describe writing. So, you know, the information, to write with reference to the form of letters, to delineate or form letters on the tablet, parchment paper, or other material. Your app now has that thing. They're setting up the system. Everything's connected. If you don't behave, you can't buy or sell, man, like the scriptures say. You see? And it's verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he, except he had the mark, or she, of course, but, you know. So many times men are addressed, because the woman falls under the man. Save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. This devil sets his 666 everywhere. And his number is 600, 3 score and 6, which one score is 23 times 20 is 60. So 666, you know. This is the whole system, man. And people will be deceived in taking this thing, or feel like, just like Esau's pressuring people into taking this thing because of your lust. That's why the scriptures say, don't give yourself over to your lust, Because you make yourself, you will fall thereby, or you make yourself in laughing stock in the eyes of those that hate you, man. Oh, you can't go to your restaurant? Oh, take this shot. Or then you can go to the club. Next week, club is closed. You know, stuff like that. And over here, people can dance like 2 weekends or something like that. It's short, very short time. And then they had some poison left that was about to expire. And then they said like, hey, you can go to the club. And everyone was outside of the clubs for I don't know how long. And they were like, you know, craving to go to the club. So Esau was like, hey, you know, we marketed real slick, you know, dancing with the you know, in the Dutch is dancing with Johnson, dancing with Jansen, basically. And the youth were flocking to that poison, man. And that's what they're gonna do too, man. The apostle's been saying they're gonna use all types of things, celebrities, to get you in this, to trick you to get this MOTB, man. But if you take it, you will be destroyed, man. But yeah, so let me go to that as well then in Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive an image of the beast, is, you know, you have this damn empire, the Roman Empire revived again. You have NATO in the EU. You know, the EU is the where they come together with politics, and the NATO is their army, man. And they come together, and the harlot is on top of that damn beast. And they're gonna be sick of America, but they will plan some mischievous devices, which will lead to them wanting to perform their enterprise, their NWO, but that will be put to a stop by the Heavenly Father, man. So if you're not down with the beast and, you know, this Roman Empire revived again, that system and its image, you know, being down with sodomy and all types of wickedness that you're seeing now, and that's enough for, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So if you're down with that system, you know, if you're not down with the system, these devils will put you down, put you in jail or whatever, and you don't take the MOTB. But if you're down with this system, the Most High will destroy you, because you choose for this world and not for the Heavenly Father. And love, you love this world, that's the Most High hates that. It's enmity with the Lord. So love not the world, right? So we need to endure unto the end, man, and have faith. You show faith by choosing Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi, or it's really the Most High put the Spirit on you to do so. But, you know, the same, if you take the chip or you're down with this system, man, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahawah Bashem Yahawashi, which is poured out without mixture. You're going to get the straight anger. You don't want that, man. People are already scared of people here in the streets, man. The Most High created those people. And he can take you out in many ways through spirits and all types of things that you fear. He can put that on your path. So watch out. Don't play, man. Don't play around with the Lord, man. So which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he's his anger. And the Most High's all righteous is righteous anger. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. Nuclear missiles will come to a city near you, in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. It's a long time, because, you know, even the 2/3 are going to come back into the kingdom as so-called nutsack Israelites, as the Elder Malcolm correctly said it, and they have no rest day nor night, who will worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So don't take that MOTB, man. You will be destroyed. So these devils are setting up their plans. Yahweh, man, we won't take this damn chip, man. You know, Yahweh, be men of the Lord, and men of the Lord are not down with the system. You use the world, not abuse it. If you take that chip, you really are showing that you belong to this world. You know, it's a badge of servitude to this world if you take that chip. We want the thawa. We want the exemption of judgment. You know, that is in the book of Ezekiel. We don't want this damn thing, man. The MOTB, the Harach, man. So yeah, man, with that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, Bashem Yahawashi, Bashem Yahawashi, for giving me the spirit to do this video. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rule Well. So thanks to all the sincere Achim out there, man. And to the few sincere sisters, Shalom.